Hi, everybody. So we're about to play 13 Demon Princes, Hell's favorite dating show. It is a game still on Kickstarter that is almost funded, actually. And it is I think it's technically a LARP, but what's wrong with my mic and audio? I don't know what's wrong with it. What does it sound like? I don't know. Does it sound okay? Does it sound okay to you guys? Echoey? Hmm.
It doesn't. I'm listening to the stream. It doesn't sound too bad. It's a little like underwatery, but it's not.
And it doesn't sound that way here at all.
Hold on, is that better? That might be better. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, it switched to the default mic. Don't know why it keeps doing that. That's on me. It's not a stream with me unless there's something fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. We just go along with it. It fucked up something happened in my last stream. Anyway, this is technically a LARP, but it's very easy to play together like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna read what it says in the sort of the little what do you call it? The promotional quick start rules document. So this is the pitch. Fire, brimstone, goat eyes, and the grim visage of hell itself. Let's dim the lights, light our black candles, shave our antlers, and put our hooves up on the couch for once. It's that time of year again. Ghastly Gations, time for another season of 13 Demon Princes. Broadcast throughout the 9 Dantine planes of hell, 13 Demon Princes is every ghoul's favorite dating show, where one lucky demon has their pick of infernal suitors. We match them up, send them out on dates, and stir the cauldron of drama to ensure that you, impish viewer, have the most entertaining night of the week. From the satyr to the surreal, our suitors take all shapes and sizes. They come from all walks of life, death, and even alleys in between. Not bound by human forms or comprehension, our suitors explore existence in the internal sense, truly finding their niche and mastering their demonic craft. Our suitors this season range from corporeal to infernal. Some rise towering over Tartarus, with terrible stalks of eyes and screaming mouths that gibber into the evening. Others skitter through secret aqueducts high above the river Styx, with sensuous tendrils reaching out into the night. One thing is for certain, they're all beautiful beyond imagining, and our lucky contestant will be hard-pressed to make their decision. Because while we can each find our personal hells that occupy our eternities, there's truth to the phrase that hell is other people, and we're all here today to share our hell with others and find the one. Ooh, right? Am I right? Anyway, we are going to play, each of us plays, one of us plays the morning song, one of us plays the host, and then we have 2 contestants. So I think we've decided that I'm going to play the host because I'm going to sort of go through the rules and such. But have you guys decided who is going to play the contestant and the morning star?
It's hilarious if you think we've decided anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at who you're playing with.
Hey, I love the 3 of you so much.
Decisions here?
I don't know her.
What?
I mean, so it's like just I'm gonna
pick a number. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I mean, I can hold a number in my head. That you're the center of attention. Someone is seeking your affection. You get to pick who you fall in love with. I mean, who wants to be swooned for?
I love being swooned after.
I mean, you do sort of look like a demon prince right now. I mean, I'm just not
That's
gonna
true.
lie.
100%.
You do sort of look like a demon prince. So if you want to be the Morning Star, I don't think anyone would complain.
I'll do the Morning Star first.
Okay. So I'm gonna be the host. Dingo's gonna be the Morning Star. And Charlie and Salsa are going to be contestants. Awesome. Thank you for the host. Awesome. It's very, very nice. So yes, that is perfect. Then the contestants, you make up the various demon princes who have gathered to compete for the affection of the Morning Star. You share the spotlight, you showcase your talents, and you engage in friendly competition. Sometimes this means challenging each other for the Morning Star. It should always come in good faith because we're demons, but you're not demons. So we each have, we're going to read out, we have opening text and such, and you have, do you guys all have your rule set open up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the PDF.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good job.
Wait
Good job,
a second.
Salsa. Good job, Salsa. Good job. I love it.
It's fine. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, I'm good, I think. Where are we going? To the demons?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because you're gonna pick which one you want to do. So there's like a way you do it. You have the opening, then you have introduce each contestant, where I will I'll have a conversation with the Morning Star. You have a round table, then you have a second date, and then you have decision, and then you have a debrief. I think that we'll probably be able to do 2 rounds where we can switch up roles. And then we have demon blood and confessionals. So each demon prince has special blood. This is something that runs deep within them as a character that they want to reward other demons for embodying. You get a demonic blood trait in your character kit. You can share it if you want to with the table, or you can keep it secret. You don't have to tell anyone. Anytime another character does something that aligns with your demonic blood, give that player a token. You can tell me, and I'll give it because I have access to the Roll20. At any time, you can cash in a demon blood to have a confessional scene. These confessionals can be anywhere from a short color commentary to adding details about a scene to even introducing a complication. Color commentary is 1 demon blood, added detail is 2, introducing scene complications are 3. Fun thing about the host is you can do them as much as you want. So the characters are the host, whose benevolence and hospitality is matched by their melodrama and curiosity. I give out demon blood whenever I want.
Nice.
So we have a couple of stages. You have an opening, round table, second dates, I believe I said all that, and then final decision. The demons, you have, you read over your bio and something of note. These should make sense of who your demon is. Think about what matters to you, what you look like, and what makes you demonic. Make sure to emphasize these things during your play, and make a point of relating your search to love to these things. Potential mate, they must accept you for who you are. If there's one thing demons love more than love, it's a good deal. So make sure that if an acceptable compromise is reached, pounce on your opportunity. Let's see. I'll introduce you. When it's your turn, join in the conversation. Talk about yourself and sell yourself because, you're trying to appeal to the Morning Star. Try to one-up the other contestants. You came here to win, not to make friends, just like Tyra Banks would say. There's a round table. This is when you're all together as a group. Share the spotlight because you'll get your chance to shine in a little bit. I'll pull the Morning Star out after a little bit and leave the contestants to talk. keep on talking about yourself, but you can also talk about them behind their back. This is when you start giving out demon blood, sort of. And then I'll pair each contestant with a morning star individually for second dates, sorry. And then I'll ask a series of follow-up questions. So it's basically The Bachelor, but for, demons. And then final decision, you'll each have one last chance to get the words in before the morning star makes her final call. And then the morning star will announce who their choice is, and the host will end the show. That it's very simple. And yeah. So I think we can start very
Awesome.
soon. Yeah, I have to find the opening though. Forgive me just. Oh, I think I read the opening in the beginning actually.
I'm excited because I'm bad at dating.
I mean, yeah,
Rude.
how great is that? Really bad at dating.
Big mood.
Yeah. Let me find. Yeah. Do you guys know what ones you wanted to which ones you wanted to play? Charlie and Salsa?
I do, but I'm worried it's gonna be the one Sasa wants to play, so she can go first.
No, Charlie. I don't even know which one I want to play, so go right ahead.
I wanted to play Scorn.
Okay. I think I'll play. I think I'll go Repugnant. I can't even say that.
Repugnant?
Let's see. Repugnant. Can we just say repugnant? Because I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think that's actually right.
repugnancy.
Repugnant. Okay, anyway. So, for the host, you're the host of 13 Demon Princes, a high-energy demon whose purpose is to welcome viewers and stir the pot. You've been charged for eternity with ensuring that this show is fun to watch and to play, while keeping things interesting, seeking out potential drama or complications between the Morning Star and their suitors. You've been searching for millennia for ways to innovate, desecrate, and entertain your viewers. Okay, so, I think we start out in, like, you see these, like, bright lights shining everywhere and this, like, corny, cheesy music that plays. And we zoom in on this, like, very, very tall, dark, like, black, matte skin demon with bright red eyes and, like, long fingernails. And they're like, welcome to 13 Demon Princes. Remember, this is hell's favorite dating show, and it's for everyone and every level of hell. We welcome everyone here, and today we have a wonderful, wonderful guest, our Morning Stars, here to find their true love. Everyone put your hands together for the Morning Star. And everyone, like, applauses as the Morning Star walks out. And you want to describe yourself, Dingo?
So here's my question. As the Morning Star, am I just whatever I want to be, or am I the third? Am I the one of the other choices?
I believe you're anything you want to be.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me roll up my sleeves here. Yeah, I think as this demon prince walks out, we see these this incredibly tall being with just the tiniest, shiniest pants on. And at the end of these legs are hooves. Very demonic looking, but with about 3 arms on each side. With long, slender fingers on the end of them. And he comes out and he sits down and crosses his legs. Yes. Thank you for having me.
God, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play anymore. The host looks over at you and says, "We are so honored to have you here. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What are your interests? What made you want to come on this show? You seem to be the kind of person who doesn't need the help of a dating show.
You would think not, but I thought I would have a little bit of fun.
I hate it.
I
And
like competitions.
and you consider this kind of thing fun. I mean, it is Hell's favorite dating show. Is this did you watch before you were a participant?
I've never seen this before in my life.
So how did you hear about it?
I was walking past and I saw your sign. And I walked in. And they said, you are so beautiful. We need you on this show.
That is how it happens. That's how some of our best relationships have happened, actually.
My favorite pastime is, to answer your question, looking at myself in the mirror.
Oh, that's also my favorite pastime. We already have so much in common. Maybe you'll have a lot in common with our contestants. Speaking of, let's bring out contestant number 1. And contestant number 1, that would be Charlie, I believe. Yes. So yeah, you come out, you read over your bio, and you're something of note. You think about what matters to you, what you look like, and what makes you demonic.
Where is this information? I'm sorry for.
What are you?
In the rule book, Charlie, if you would look.
I have it up. I just don't know where I can find the specific.
I'm pretty sure.
It's
Something
like,
of note. Okay, I've got that. But then the one thing is like paragraphs long.
Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed.
Yeah, you read that.
Yeah.
Why would I read that about myself?
read me a novel.
Yeah, you read it out loud for everyone to know about this character.
Read it to him.
You read out your name.
I'm very confused. I don't understand why I would read this out loud.
Because you're introducing yourself to everybody.
Yeah, but you want to give you need to give them a this is something that you're telling everybody who's playing, so they have things to harp on your character about, because you want people to you're going to try to undermine your other players, you know what I mean?
It's like an about me on a MySpace.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just read it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it for you, Charlie?
Yeah, go for it, actually.
No. Charlie, read it.
So do I start from the big picture, or do I just do all the text?
Just the text.
If you want to, if you guys want to read the big bio, you can read the big picture, but then do read your something of note. Because it's something.
I could read the big bio. I just didn't know. I'm just very confused.
Well, it gives each of you information to if
Because
you're
it's
talking
in third person.
Well, yeah, because you're telling the people about Salsa has this information to use against you with Dingo.
All right, okay, I can do it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Buckle down. Get this together.
All right. My name is Salt. Revenge is a dish best served cold, but Salt knows a dozen other ways to cook it. You could try. Oh, and also I go by they, them, theirs. You could try their revenge. Don't know how to say that word, so I'm gonna skip it. Their oysters revenge, or even their revenge hot dish if you're feeling ready for some home cooking. Salt knows where revenge is the juiciest and wields the ladle of spite with a master's hand. They take their name from their most notable feature, a massive crystal of halite that towers over everything in the plane of anger. Though they may be nearly immobile, Salt can project their consciousness into any set of sodium chloride molecules, from a pink salt lamp to a shaker of table salt to an aqueous salt and a bead of sweat. By day, they manage a kitchen in northeast Minneapolis, where they delight in creating new hot dish recipes. They say the secret, is love. The real secret they would never tell anyone is crystallized scorn. By night, they belong to a historical combat association as a respected prop manufacturer. Just like their cooking, their weaponry is composed of pure spite, forged in a home crucible in their backyard. These blunted swords and battle axes are playful mock-ups of hellish weapons they used to smite millennia ago during the War for Heaven. Despite their prickly appearance, job, and hobby, Saul is a surprisingly compassionate demon. They can't feel the spite they use to flavor their dishes or compromise the hilt of an axe. It is not theirs to feel. Instead, they harvest the spite from their friends, pulling it from the hearts in calming chats over the internet forums, or soaking it up through osmosis from patrons in their restaurant. So then I do something of note.
Yep.
Saul is constantly concerned that their scorn harvesting might spill over onto those close to them. Their inability to feel spite does not transfer over to those close to them, and their physical body resides on the plane of anger. As such, they keep folks at arm's length, using distance to avoid confronting their demonic nature. Any potential suitor will have to be adept at navigating spite in their own lives to avoid absorbing any of Salt's salt. And I imagine that they project themselves to look like Gordon Ramsay.
Yes!
I love it, actually.
I give out demon blood anytime someone complains, points out an unfair system, or comforts another person. So with salsa alone, I'm going to be devoid of blood.
Oh, yes. Okay. So you come out. How do you react to the Morningstar as you sit down and come out? And Morningstar, how do you react to Demon Gordon Ramsay?
I salt bay at them.
I think the Morningstar puts like all of his hands on his chest and kind of swoons back a little bit and winks.
Welcome to our friendly show, friendly competition. Scorn.
Competition is not friendly.
All right. Well, hopefully we can change your mind.
It's not meant to be friendly.
This one's got spice.
Yes, salt is a spice.
I'm a mineral, but keep going.
Okay. After a minute, the host says, "And now let's bring out contestant number 2," and he sort of motions toward the side of the stage, and Salsa.
Okay. I don't know how to say this. Anyway.
Repugnant.
No, the name of the person.
Oh, I think it's
bona fide, I think.
bona fide, but yeah, that's fine. I don't know how to say it either.
Well, anyway. Bufo for
Buffonidae?
short.
Buffonidae?
Buffonidae? Buffonidae. Anyway. For short, takes the form of an amorphous slime, oozing and gurgling into constantly changing shapes. He loves to mimic the forms of amphibians when out for the night, but when he's relaxing, he loves to assume the form of whatever container he finds himself in. Bufo's slime buddy is technically tacky to the touch and is technically classified as a non-Newtonian liquid, but he doesn't like labels. Bufo loves collecting. He has many different collections, and each one is more disgusting than the last. He's most proud of his collection of petrified toads, but his oldest collection is a cluster of haunted dolls that date back to the earliest European settlers on American soil. He also collects American soil. Bufo has a soft spot in his heart for shapes that call people ugly. The more reviled something appearances, the more his heart is drawn to that thing. Exiled from his home plane of disgust, the uglier and kitschier the item, the more it reminds him of home. Beauty is for the beautiful, and Bufo doesn't care one whit about the beautiful. He actively challenges the idea that beauty is something you can attain if you try hard, or that it's a reward for the morally just. Instead, he leans into ugliness with each form he assumes and delights in the joy of repugnancy. Each day is a challenge to outdo his last monstrous form, and each shiver of revulsion is the delightful reward for his efforts. And there's something of note is Bufu's idea of the value of appearances are not shared by everyone, and he takes a self-righteous pride in his efforts. This could cause some ruffled feathers when he seeks out new partners, despite the strong connections he forms with the suitors. His first impressions leave much to be desired, and his pride in ugliness has the chance to turn folks off. That said, he's fiercely loyal to those close to him, which can carry its own baggage as well. And I give out demon blood whenever someone insults another person's looks, calls someone beautiful, or talks about their home.
All right. So as you walk out, do you slide
out?
Yeah. Or what shape? You have to say, what shape are you and what do you look like? And what's your reaction to the Morning Star? And what's the Morning Star's reaction?
I feel like I have somebody carry me out in like a heart-shaped glass and just chilling in it. And I just have them set me down, and I go, "You sure are beautiful."
Yes, I am, thank you. You are, juicy, it seems. He's gonna tap you a little bit.
I allow it.
God damn it.
If I sprinkle some salt on him, would he like dry up like a yeah, whatever these things are called?
The host looks at each other, or looks at all of you, and then they look at the audience and say, "Well, we have our contestants here, and we have our Morning Star. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, audience, for being here. Now we're gonna have a conversation with contestant 1 along with our Morning Star, and just so you know, this is a 2-on-1 conversation, so contestant 2, you can't say anything. This is just for contestant 1 and the Morning Star. And so contestant 1, can you describe some of your favorite activities for the Morning Star?
I like to wine and dine. I like to forge some shafts, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. Go on.
Metalwork is very hard and only for very practiced people, but I could show you my workshop if you ever wanted to see it. I do a lot of cooking. I like to watch those human horror films because people get real mad and it's real nice. That's all I got for you.
Would you like to share any of your favorite activities with contestant number 1, Morning Star? You seem to have such a wide range of interests.
Yes, I do have a question, though. You said you know how to cook. What kind of things do you like to cook?
I can cook anything that you ever desired.
Could you cook yourself?
I mean, I'm not really a corporeal being, but I could try.
Are you saying that you're into cannibalism, Morning Star?
Not exactly.
Are you saying that you're into vor?
I mean, it sounds so harsh when you put it that way. I simply like some more exquisite pleasures.
Is that a deal breaker for you, contestant number 1? How do you feel about that?
Man, if I were to cook myself, it'd probably be quite a salty dish. gonna have to even it out with some milk.
Oh, what a coincidence. Milk is my favorite drink. I drink at least 3 gallons of it a day.
Oh my god.
2%. Anyway, have you ever played cricket? Cricket. Have you ever played it?
Contestant number 1, have you ever played cricket?
I really don't like bugs, so no.
What about eating bugs? Is that I feel like those are a culinary delicacy in certain places.
I mean, you could eat them if they're made well with some good spice. Of course, I make the best dried crickets around.
But crickets are so ugly. Would you cook a bug that's more beautiful? Say a butterfly.
Appearance don't matter to mouth.
That's not true. I have 3 eyes in my mouth. I like to see it.
Whatever you want, I could cook it.
Now, do you like to see things all the time, Morningstar, or do you prefer? There's a special practice that says your senses are more aware when you're blind when you eat. Have you practiced that before?
No, I've never tried it, but I would be open to it.
What is that true, contestant number 1, that your senses are more aware when you're blinded?
I really just I'm just the demon who makes the decisions.
I mean, it seems like something that both of you could experience together, being blinded during activities.
I really need to see to cook, so I really don't want to go blind, but I could make you butterflies if you wanted some butterflies, girl. Boy. Demon.
Demon is fine, or you can call me by my name.
Just McElroy.
No. My name is Kevin.
Kevin. Oh my gosh. So contestant number 1, is there anything else you would like to share with the Morningstar here? We would hate for them to get the wrong impression of you and not really know much about you. We want them to know everything there is.
Well, if I had to impart some final wisdom in this first conversation, I would tell you, if you're ever on a cooking competition show, never go for the ice cream machine. You will run out of time and you won't be able to make it and you'll lose. Same with risotto. I don't know why humans always do that. But
I've also heard don't make wontons. You'll burn them very easily.
they usually aren't that sophisticated enough to want to make wontons.
I see. How do you keep... How, if you can impart just a little bit of wisdom, I typically have trouble when I am cooking, keeping my meat moist, particularly chicken.
Well,
do you have any solutions for that?
I don't want to be too... I'm not all about the jokes around here, but a good salt brine is known to keep moisture in meats, so... You need a little salt in your life, Kev.
Perhaps I do.
All kinds of salt.
Are there different kinds of salt? Is there not just regular little tiny salts?
I could show you all the different kinds of salts. That ain't a conversation one kind of showpiece.
I see. Well, thank you, contestant number 1.
Well, thank you as well, contestant number 1. You've imparted so much wisdom on us, and I think we've got to know you so well. Contestant number 2, let's move on to you. Welcome to our show. It's wonderful to have you. Same question we started out with. What are some of your interests, contestant number 2?
I mean, have you ever been to one of them museums up there before?
On another layer of hell?
No, on Earth.
Oh no, I can't say I have.
Well, they're amazing. They have these little glass boxes full of stuff, and that's kind of like what my house looks like. I love to just collect stuff and put it in boxes.
So you live in a museum, then?
I guess you call it that.
What kind of things do you collect, contestant number 2?
Oh, everything. You know, the grocer. You know them old haunted dolls. Like like on that one island. They're all dirty. Got spiders all over them. Love them.
Sounds adorable.
Do you have a favorite haunted doll, contestant number 2?
No.
Do you love them all equally, or do you just can't choose?
I love them all.
If you had to describe your favorite haunted doll you would love, Morningstar, what would you describe it as? What?
I would describe it as having kind of a kid energy.
What would its name be?
That's the most powerful energy.
Would it have a name?
No.
I think the name Mac would be a great name.
Oh, such an exquisite name, but
Yes.
the most powerful beings tend to be completely nameless, lost to time, you see.
Yes. Contestant number 2. So I see that you've come out in a interesting container. Do you change containers a lot?
I mean, yeah, I just like to relax, chill out in a little container every once in a while. Sometimes I'm like a toad or like a snake, but I figured it's a dating show, so be a little romantic.
How do you feel about romance, Morningstar?
I love romance. And do you know what I think the most romantic thing is?
Please do tell.
When you take a person or a demon and you just envelop them with your entire being. You really just, it's almost like two people becoming one. Does that make sense? This may be a little...
Absolutely. I do that all the time.
Oh, I see. Just to anybody then?
No, to my dolls sometimes.
I see. But also, and I might have a little bit of a quarrel.
Oh no, they like to share. It's fine.
It's the voice that fucks me up.
I'm freaking dingo.
Oh my god.
All right, as long as they are willing to share.
Oh, absolutely.
Now just to sort of piggyback off of contestant 1's line of questioning, what is your favorite type of food if you had to wine and dine with Morningstar?
I've been up to them restaurants in the second layer hell, And they serve this pasta with this white sauce. Amazing.
Are you talking about Alfredo?
That's it. That's the word.
I love Alfredo.
Oh, so creamy.
The dreamiest, screamiest cream, you could say.
Exactly.
I can't. I just can't anymore. Why did I do this? Oh God. The host just nodding along. Well, contestant number 2, is there anything you would like to add on before we go to our round table?
I mean, is there really anything else to say after Alfredo?
I mean, I've never felt a need after discussing Alfredo to add anything at all.
I think that's it.
Maybe a little pepper.
All
A
right.
little spicy.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we will cut to our round table now, and we will be right back. And next, our telecast cuts to a round table date. So the Morning Star sets this scene for us, and you give us a description of where we are. And remember, this is one of Hell's most watched programs, so go all in when imagining this space. Where would demon princes go to relax and have fun? We see all of our contestants together trying to impress the Morning Star. You ask questions and get to know each contestant, and the contestants try to answer the questions in a way that's honest to your character kit while trying to appeal. Yeah. So, and then I can do the fun breakaways and stuff.
Okay. So the Morning Star kind of sets the scene and runs the questions.
Yep, this is dating things.
All right. Let's see, where are we? I think Kevin takes you all to a lava park, which is very much like a water park, but with lava. And I think in this lava park there are little there's tons of slides and whatnot, but there are little different just little gathering areas, little wading pools. And Kevin has his sunglasses on. He's got his little I guess a towel. And there's definitely a lava coaster. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I want to describe for now. But he kind of sits down, he motions for all of you to join him in the lava pool. Is this too hot for all of you?
If I couldn't handle the heat, I wouldn't be in the kitchen most of my days.
What about for you, contestant number 2?
It's fine. I feel like I might be melting a little bit.
That's actually very interesting. When you melt, are you just
Oozing,
you just get
I guess is what you would call it.
oozing? Can you burn? This is very important.
I don't think I've ever tried to burn myself before.
I have a lot of candles in my home. It makes it very warm. So I don't know that we've really properly introduced ourselves. I'm Kevin, and the two of you, what may I call you besides contestant number 1 and contestant number 2?
My friends call me Salt.
My friends
Salt.
call me but I'm gonna say Bo because the other one's really hard to say. So
Salt and Bow. These are very charming names.
so's
All right.
Kevin. I love that name.
I always thought it was a little bit mortal, Everyone around here has such extravagant names, and yet I am left with Kevin.
You could be Bill.
Oh, I could be Bill. That's very true. I suppose I should count my blessings. Speaking of which, I'm interested to hear what the two of you feel most blessed for in your life.
4chan.
Oh, I mean, I think I know the answer, but why is that?
Created a lot of angry mortals when they made that website, so
Hmm.
really makes me feel good.
But don't you think that 4chan has really led to the overpopulation of hell?
I mean, I'm on Earth. I can't really most of my time, but more is always a party. You know what I mean? More parties, more people to feed. Can't hurt me.
I see. So you spend a lot of time on these trips then to the mortal realm?
I have a restaurant in on Earth in the worst place in the world, Minnesota. It's so cold there, you wouldn't believe it.
I'm not a fan of the cold.
But the kitchen is always hot.
I see. Yes, you've said that several times now. And what about you, Bo?
Actually, I'm going to cut in here and make Bo have a colorful commentary about how much Salt is talking about the kitchen being hot.
The kitchen is also what I call my bedroom.
So a colorful commentary is like just an aside, like, yeah.
Like a diary, like a Big Brother diary. Room.
Yeah, just like a
moment.
little like comment about, something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And something that the rest of you don't hear,
I mean, being in hell, you would think one would stop talking about the heat, but I guess Salt didn't get that memo when it came out, but that's fine.
Okay, we go back to Morningstar's question.
I say a mirror, or mirrors in general, because they're just so reflective, and then sometimes I can even like lay myself out on them, and they're like different shapes and stuff. They're just beautiful.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree.
Have you ever been to Versailles? There's a whole hall of them.
I have not been, but that sounds like my very own home.
Should go. It's gorgeous.
I see. How long do you spend looking in these mirrors? Do you have a collection of mirrors?
Oh, I have a whole wing in my house that has every type of mirror, even the old ones where you can't even see yourself in them. They're just beautiful.
Well, what's the point of a mirror if you can't see yourself in it?
I mean, that's a question that I don't really have an answer to. But I mean, I guess it's the principle of the matter. Like, you can look at yourself, but you already know that you're beautiful inside. So really, do you need to see the outside that often with the old mirrors? Like, you got another one that's right beside it that you can see yourself in.
Yes, I do need to see if I am beautiful on the outside.
I mean, that's
What if I
fair.
have a blemish? And the other mirror doesn't pick it up? What if the other mirror is
A
false?
liar.
A liar.
That's very true.
I'm going to introduce a complication.
Oh no.
And at this
Bring
moment,
it.
one of the lava pools, the wave, the wave machine starts going.
Oh my god, yes.
But it gets a little
Hell's Great Wolf Lodge.
Yes.
but it gets a little out of control, and I think that Salt, you're standing too close to it, and it like gets like way too high, and it bursts up onto you. Yeah, and how do you react to it?
Can you handle that heat?
Charlie?
My physical body is in another realm, so I'm just chilling, man.
Okay, so yeah, Morningstar, you just sort of see Salt just not even react as they're covered in lava.
Really hope this doesn't stain.
I mean, as long as you get it in the wash right after we leave, it should be fine. Are you not concerned with the sensation of the sudden heat? I guess you're so used to the heat.
Well, I forge a lot of weapons. That's a little bit hotter than this.
What kind of weapons?
Well, mostly just replicas of stuff from hell. But, pretty much everything. I really like axes. I like to make an axe.
Just an axe or two. Have you ever forged something not quite as sharp, maybe more blunt objects?
Yeah, I've done a couple of blunt swords. They like to use them for play fights, but, I mean, that's just boring.
That's true. Without actual bloodshed, what's the point?
Those are collectible items, though. Nobody wants a blunt sword in their collection, so they're pretty useless.
I think at this point the host comes over and claps a Morningstar on their back. Let's go talk about your date, and let's leave the contestants alone for a moment. And pulls you aside over to like this like very well decorated area, with some like lava cocktails or something. I don't know. Something like that. We
The
move,
VIP section. if you
yeah,
will.
we move
Yeah.
off screen. And so this allows the contestants to talk amongst each other as if no one is watching. So like what you think of the Morningstar and what are your chances with them. But you don't know that we're listening in backstage. So yeah, this is when you have a chance, to talk, say things that could come back to haunt you and such. You're left alone.
Sorry. Just left me and Charlie alone.
I know, right?
Sure was hot here, but I'm sure you're familiar with that, huh?
I mean, we're all from hell. I got a real hankering for some Jell-O. I don't know why.
I mean, that melts in hell, though. Why would you want some Jell-O? It'd be a big old mess.
They've got some non-melt Jell-O. I saw it down in the 10th layer.
Oh, you don't want that stuff. That stuff's nasty.
I think I need some with a little bit of salt on it.
That will make it melt even faster. Have you ever put some salt on some snow?
Yes, all the time. I live in Minnesota.
That's true. I thought.
Everything can use a little seasoning. Don't want to be like those whites up on Earth.
Hey, what do you think about Kevin? He's so nice.
He's real great.
Handsome.
Yeah, I'd put him between some bread and eat him.
I was about to say that I will wrap myself around him and squeeze. So
We can do both, honestly. I don't understand this whole monogamy thing.
this is hell. I mean, if you're not having more than one person, then what's really the point of going to hell? Isn't it supposed to be a party?
I guess they're all about those ratings and eliminations are cool or whatever, but
I mean, we all saw how Big Brother does up there. It's not very good. So
really like that Julie Chen. Can't wait till she joins us.
her husband too.
He's already got a reserved suite down in level 10.
Satan
That's
done
not
booked
even a real.
himself.
That's not even a real level of hell. But that's where he's going.
Clearly, we do not need to be left alone. I really like that, Kevin, but if he don't pick me, I'm not too worried. There are other fish in the sea, and everyone deserves some true love.
I mean, but why'd you come on the show then if you ain't trying to find your real and true love?
I am trying to find my own true love, but if Kevin's love isn't for me, I'm not gonna be a hurt about it.
Then what's the point of coming on the show? That's the drama of it all.
Because I'm trying to find love, and I could love Kevin, but if Kevin can't love me, I'm not gonna be hurt.
I would be hurt. I think I might have to retreat a little bit into the into my museum and have a cry probably. I don't know.
Well, I heard you got some dolls. Can't you just...
Sometimes they need a little break. So I leave them alone.
Need to just get you some more. I know
there's a whole island of them, so...
I think after about a little bit, the host brings a Morning Star over and says, "Well, this has been great. Let's all take you back home now, and we'll have a wonderful evening all together." And that ends the round table. Dear God, I don't know where that even came from.
Here's the thing.
The best round we've had so far.
Yeah. I'm very glad that the creator of this whole game is watching this. Make a mockery of his entire game.
I love that you left me and Salsa alone in a political commentary.
I'm so sorry we're doing this to your game. I apologize so much. Anyway.
Great game, though.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
10 out of 10.
Great. Chef's kiss.
Would back again.
But letting us play it first time on stream. Don't show this to anyone if you want this game to be bad. Oh God. So second date. This is where the Morning Star, you spend private time one-on-one with each contestant, but it's after the date. So you don't get to see it happen, but you talk about it and you like make the details of how it went. So you start to tell the host about it, what happened, where you went, and was it fun, or what was fun and special about it, and did it go wrong? So I'll ask you questions about what you learned about each other, all of these things, and then you tie in details about who you are, that kind of thing. So then we bring everyone back to Lava Falls for the decision. So I
just have a quick question.
Yes.
Does the demon, like there's this guy who chooses somebody, does he give him like, I don't know, a rose or something? Or maybe like a heart?
It doesn't say, so I think that's up to Dingo to choose.
Alfredo. Just a jar of Alfredo.
Yeah, it just says the Morning Star picks the winner. So I think that's a very interesting thing. Like, it should be something that the Morning Star, they pick like what they give to the person or something like that.
I think that'd be
That's
fun.
how we can play it. I mean, I'm totally cool with that. Start
Yeah.
thinking on that, Dingo.
Okay, I'm thinking
Who are
about
you
it.
gonna pick?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we are like back in the audience, the like the studio with the audience in front of us, all on the edges of their seats, and the host is there sitting beside. Our Morningstar's in the middle, and then one contestant's on this side, one contestant's on this side, and I turn to contestant 1 in the Morningstar. So, tell me about your date. Where did you take the Morningstar contestant number 1?
We went to Dave and Buster's.
I fully believe there's Dave and Buster's in hell. I fully believe that. Holy shit. Dingo's gone. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was very unexpected. I thought that maybe we would go to this kitchen that Salt is always talking about, but no. We went to Dave and Buster's.
It was happy hour.
Well, what did you do besides, I mean, I assume you had dinner. What did you do besides that?
If you could call in a reasonable amount of chicken wings dinner, then yes.
I mean,
we
I always have. Am I right, audience? And the audience goes wild. Oh my god. Yeah. Did you play any games? I know that's a great thing about Dave and Buster's.
We won many tokens. Yes.
Did you,
Kevin, I got it. I got him a nice prize. What'd I get you, Kevin?
What did you get, Kevin? What did Salt get you?
It was a top.
I have to add. I'm having to bite my tongue so hard.
No,
Like
go
the
on,
toy.
say it. I want to hear it.
No, I'm not. This is a family-friendly stream.
It was a blue and yellow top.
Well,
We didn't win that many tokens.
Even though I dominated that skee ball.
To be fair, we didn't have a lot of time to play games because when our wings came, things got a little derailed.
What happened?
Yes.
They were not seasoned.
Oh, I bet that truly offended someone like you, Salt.
Well, I mean, I don't care if everyone else has a shitty meal, but I'm not going to let Kevin have a shitty meal.
Oh,
I know we're all about suffering around here, but I'm not going to let
Now
Kevin.
that had to warm your already hot heart, Kevin.
Yes, it was pleasurable to have someone fighting with the staff for me.
And
I
now,
do love a good fight.
what kind of fight did you get into, Salt?
Well, it wasn't very long because we got kicked out, but I took some bread, I took the chef's face in my hands, and I just slapped it and made an idiot sandwich out of that.
I hate it so much.
I was like 5 drinks in at happy hour, and I was just like, "You are an idiot." And then we got escorted out, but we got the top, and then we got some takeout.
Everyone was looking at us. It was wonderful.
So you enjoyed being kicked out. How did it make you feel?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How did being kicked out make you feel?
Oh, I love it.
All right, it sounds like the two of you had a very interesting date. Let's move over to contestant 2. Now, where did you take Morningstar on your date? Seems like you have a lot to live up to.
uh,
I'm so ready for this.
I took Kevin to the 666th showing of Annabelle at the theater.
Now, what was so special about that showing from the 665th?
I don't know. Just people up in heaven, up in earth think that like 666 is a big number. So I don't know. I figured it'd be good.
Is that movie special to you because of the haunted doll reference?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
What did you think about that movie, Kevin?
To be honest, I fell asleep.
Ooh, contestant number 2. Did you know that he fell asleep?
I don't remember because I was so engrossed. I mean, it was my 666th time seeing this too. So I know everything about it.
Did you do anything else after the movie? Did you have dinner? Did you go see anything else? Or was it just the movie?
Just the movie.
The nice part about it, though, is that Bo got so excited watching the whole movie that he expanded a little bit. So it was
like a blanket to use.
Yes, like a wonderful blanket for me to take a wonderful nap in.
We were the only ones there, so there was a lot of room.
Can you elaborate on how Bo feels? A lot of our audience members and people writing in have been pretty curious about Bo's viscosity.
Well, a little sticky, but not too bad. Like a tackiness. It feels very good on the skin. It's almost like a little tickle.
A little tickle. That's fair. Viewers are going to love to know this information.
Yes, I highly recommend getting yourself some putty and doing the same thing.
Oh, so they're going to love to know this, Kevin. So at the end of the night, they're going to love to know this. Did either of you try to make a move? Did it go any further?
Wait, is that Todd?
Yeah, the host is just asking, a question.
I mean, I think being a blanket for somebody is going awful far. It's like second base.
What do you say about that, Kevin?
It was tame, but exhilarating.
Well, so glad we were able to discuss this and give our guest a round of applause and the audience cheers. And so I think on the next episode, the host is like, we'll come back after a moment and we will have our Morning Star make the final decision for who they choose to fill the space in their heart. And so we pick up back at the lava park. Lava park? Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone has been on a second date. We go back and we let the contestants, you talk together with one another for a few minutes, and you talk about your second dates, and you start speculating about who the Morning Star will choose. And after a few minutes, I bring the Morning Star in, and you ask them each the same question. Why should you pick each other over, why should they pick you over the other contestant? So, the two of you are alone, and you have a few minutes to, prove to each other why the Morning Star will pick you over the other.
Have you ever been to Dave & Buster's? We had a real fun time.
We had a fun time too. It was like a sleepover. Been in a movie theater. I've never been to Dave & Buster's. It's a little too much for me. I fear I might get trampled.
I think you'd like all the prizes. You'd want to collect them all.
I mean, yeah, probably.
I ain't never seen that Annabelle movie, but if it's good enough to play 666 times, might be missing out on something.
I mean, we could go.
We could go.
How about? Never mind. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I feel awful comfortable with Dave, but
With Dave?
I mean, not Dave. I'm sorry. I was looking at Dave and Buster's in the fucking chat. Jesus. With Kevin, but I don't know. What do you think? You got a chance?
I mean, we had a real good time. I'm a little worried that me yelling at that crew member might have turned him off a little bit, but you know, if it didn't, it did.
After a moment, the host brings Kevin out.
Dave. His name is Dave now.
His name is Dave now. Dave. David. Brings Kevin out and says, "Now it's time, Kevin, for you to make what could be the most important decision of your life. Which contestant will you choose?" And you ask them both the same question. Why should I pick you over the other contestant?
Let's start with Salt. Why should I pick you over Bo?
I think we had a real fun time. I think we could keep having fun times. I could show you a lot of real cool places, some real hot places too. I ain't gonna shit talk Bo or anything. So it's really about what your heart feels.
All right. And Bo, why should I pick you over Salt?
Oh, someone must be yelling in her house. She has like 50 sisters, guys.
Someone's just screaming.
Okay, I think it's good now. Very sorry. Wait. Okay. I mean, I feel like you should just go with your heart, and anything I say may not just convince you, but I really had a good time, and you feel real nice, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
The host turns to you and says, "Well, Kevin, what's your choice? Who will you give this plate of Alfredo to?"
Yeah, it's a plate of Alfredo.
I knew it would be.
Kevin stands up with the plate of Alfredo and walks over to Salt. Would you do me the honor of salting this for me?
Salt it.
And then Kevin turns and hands the Alfredo to Bo.
This gonna go great in my collection. I'm so happy. What collection? Is it refrigerated?
No, it's not.
It's a big old ice room. It's a big old ice room, and I just put them in there. I can't wait to show you.
Okay. So a great part about this game is it's very good with like self-care about games, and it has a debrief section, so we can't toss our character sheets into a pile together and burn them. But we can talk about briefly what we enjoyed and didn't enjoy, and like what we felt about it. And one thing I just want to say, you guys were great. That was all really good with caring about each other.
You're
And
the nicest demons.
yeah, the nicest demons. That was really good, guys. I really enjoyed that.
That was
Yeah.
a ton of fun. Salsa
was
and
good.
Charlie fucking killed me all.
Yeah, that
The
was
whole
very
time.
good. I think we're gonna
Yeah.
take a little break and come back, and we have enough time to do like one more round because it was really quick. But we're gonna take a quick bio break, and we'll be right back, guys. So we changed over. Host is going to be Salsa now. Morningstar is going to be Charlie. Contestant 1 is going to be Dingo. Contestant 2 is going to be me. What?
Nothing. I just know something.
Oh no! What is she
Secrets?
Well, secrets don't make friends.
Well,
I'm pretty sure like it was a text or something that Charlie said, I'm not picking Katie whatsoever.
Oh no.
no. Mm-mm. No, it wasn't that. It's even better.
Oh god. Anyway, Salsa, you want to take it away?
Okay. So I guess quite like Katie's host, but I would like there to be like a whole bench and you just sit at the bench and I'm like off to the side a little bit. So I guess we'll introduce the Morning Star and have him or her or they come out.
You see a man come out. He looks very much like a old-timey. He looks like Bela Lugosi's Dracula. He has a long sleeping cape, fake vampire fangs, and he comes and he sits on the bench.
God damn it.
So glad to have you here. Can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Well, you all know me. I am Monte de la Croix.
No!
I am your morning star, and I am having a very good time to be here with you.
I'm
all.
not playing anymore. I quit. I quit so much. No!
I'm the host, Katie. I'm allowing it.
I'm X-carding it.
I'm looking for how you said true love.
We're so glad that you're here. Let us begin. Oh, maybe I should. Wait.
No, you're doing it right.
Oh, okay.
And then you bring out the contestants and we read our things. Yeah.
Dingo is contestant 1.
Okay, Katie, I didn't ask you which one you wanted to be.
I don't care.
Oh, shoot.
Whichever one
I'm
you.
sorry.
I'll be whoever else.
Okay. Okay, I think I want to be. Oops. Hang on. I can't figure out.
Y'all
a P.
literally ran Matthias off. He's leaving because of Hogwarts.
He lives in a different country.
No, that's not the reason. He's leaving because of this.
No, don't leave. I think I'm gonna play the hunt.
Okay.
I think her name is Artemal. I'm gonna call her Art for short. Artemal is 14 trillion years old, but moves with the spry confidence of someone half that age. She takes the form of a sleek carnivore with 12 snapping mouths. Her taut, I'm in love with myself now. Her taut muscles spring in anticipation in response to sudden movements, and she takes pride in keeping her waterproof fur groomed and razor sharp. Originally from the plane of hunger, Artemal now lives in rural England, where her hobbies include cooking, triathlons, and consuming the unanesthetized flesh of fox hunters. She lives in a charming 2-bedroom cottage and decorates smartly with animal bones and the trophies of her racing victories, which date back to the 1800s. Though her competitive nature can seem daunting, Artemal's confidence is also her most winning personality trait, and she keeps her more aggressive tendencies under wraps most of the time. She delights in seeing others win as long as she's not competing, and she knows that a good hunt isn't about winning or losing, just as long as she wins. When Artemal isn't competing, she loves to spend time outdoors. Her fur is her favorite personal feature, and she loves getting bikini ready by pruning matted blood from the razor-sharp tines coating her entire body. Her streamlined pelt helps to keep her slickly aerodynamic, and she's taken first in her village's annual triathlon 4 years running. If you're up for spending days running along the shoreline and having a healthy sense of sporting spirit, dates with Artemal will be some of the most intense you've ever been on. After each date, she loves grilling steaks made from the pierced bodies of animals caught on the sharp ends of her fur. Talk about saving money on dinners. Something of note. Artemal has a strong sense of competition, despite what you think. An ideal suitor for her is someone who can match this competitive streak rather than someone who can let losses by. She's nervous that her energy might drive other demons away, but what she hasn't admitted to herself is that sometimes winning gets old, and what she really might want is to get thoroughly beat. At the end of the day, she knows that competition is fun first, and while we should all try to be the best, it shouldn't come at someone else's expense. If there's one thing she can't abide, it's someone who takes competition too far. My demon blood. So I give out demon blood anytime someone mentions a competition outside of the show that you're on, talks about a conquest, or wins something, no matter how small.
Awesome.
So then we'll have our second contestant come out. Describe yourself.
Okay. I'm going to be playing Scorn. Their true name is Salt. They go by they, them, theirs. Revenge is a dish best served cold, but Salt knows a dozen other ways to cook it. You should try their revenge fricassee, their oysters revenge, or even their revenge hot dish if you're feeling ready for some home cooking. Salt knows when revenge is the juiciest and wields the ladle of spite with a master's hand. They take their name from the most notable feature, a massive crystal of halite that towers over everything else in the plane of anger. Though they may be nearly immobile, Salt can project their consciousness into any set of sodium chloride molecules, from a pink salt lamp to a shaker of table salt to aqueous salt in a bead of sweat. By day, they manage a kitchen in northeast Minneapolis, Minnesota, where they delight in creating new hot dish recipes. The secret, they say, is love. The real secret, that they would never tell anyone, is crystallized scorn. By night, they belong to a historical combat association as a respected prop manufacturer. Just like their cooking, their prop weaponry is composed of pure spite. Forged in a homemade crucible in their backyard, these blunted swords and battle axes are playful mock-ups of the hellish weapons they used to smith millennia ago during the War for Heaven. Despite their prickly appearance, job, and hobby, Salt is a surprisingly compassionate demon. They can't feel the spite they use to flavor their dishes or comprise the hilt of an axe. It is not theirs to feel. Instead, they harvest the spite from their friends, pulling it from their hearts in calm chats over internet forums, or soaking it up through osmosis from the patrons of their restaurant. Something of note, Salt is constantly concerned that their scorn harvesting might spill over onto those close to them. Their inability to feel spite does not transfer over to those close to them, and their physical body resides on the plane of anger. As such, they keep folks at arm's length, using distance to avoid confronting their demonic nature. Any potential suitor will have to be adept at navigating spite in their own lives to avoid absorbing any of Salt's salt. Give out one demon blood anytime someone complains, points out an unfair system, confronts another person.
Cool. I told you I'm really bad at this, so here we go. Oh, hi. So we can move to the round table?
No, so this is where, hold on, let me scroll up for you, babe. So this is the opening. This is where, you, you can ask them questions. This is where, you get the Morningstar involved in talking to each contestant, and, you introduce a contestant to the Morningstar. This is where I was asking, the Morningstar, what are your
ideal
interests?
dates?
Yeah, that kind of stuff, and you bring the contestant in. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Learning curve for everybody.
It's fine. You're doing great, babe.
So
none of us have played this game before. You're good.
Now that everybody's here, we start with the Morningstar. Monte de la Cruz. Great name.
You're a crow.
How about you describe your ideal date for the two contestants here?
Well, I would like to take a date to my castle, and it would be a dark and stormy night, and halfway through, a visitor appears. Oh, who is this? Is his name Jonathan Haka? We do not know, but we invite him in. We give him a little bit of wine, but is it wine or is it blood? We do not know. We scare him, and then we see where the night goes.
What is
So,
happening?
Contestant number 2, how do you feel about this date that Monte just described?
I feel like perhaps shouldn't we be alone on a date? Isn't that what a date is about?
We would get to be alone, but sometimes it's a little fun to have another person thrown in there for a little bit.
Would it be like a chase? Would we get to kill someone?
It depends on what our friend does and does not do. It depends on how smart he is or she. No discrimination.
Would they be a human? Because most humans aren't smart.
Of course.
Oh, well then I would be completely down for it.
Contestant number 1, as we know, you do love a little competition. How do you feel about this date?
Well, I feel like it would be a great date. In fact, we could bring even more people in. I mean, why not? I'd even let contestant number 2 come along and we can see who the real hunter is.
Oh, my.
I hate it.
Oh.
Heart swoons.
Contestant number 2, why don't you? I gotta scroll down to your thing. It's very. Oh, now it's crashed on me. So, having a great day. Where would you take someone if you were trying to introduce them to your favorite place?
Well, I would take them to my grand kitchen where I record a video series.
I'm X-carding this.
You didn't let me X-card Monty Delacroix! You can't X-card this! And I make popular meals from TV shows and movies.
Are you bald?
No, I have a full head of hair. But you see, I don't show it on screen. I just show my torso and my arms. And my YouTube series is very popular. I have millions of subscribers. And I would let you be a guest. And that is my favorite place.
And you, contestant number 1?
Oh, well, mine's a lot less performative, but it is, well, I would take them camping out by the river, somewhere very dark, secluded, deep in the woods. And we would hunt for hours and run for hours until one of us got worn out. And then we would make fun meals by the fire, maybe in those little tinfoil packets, you know.
Love those.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the best part would be draining the blood from the creatures that we hunt, just for fun. I don't drink it personally, but it is quite the
Monty.
experience.
Do you drink blood? I see those teeth you have.
That's a little bit of a prejudice, I feel. I cannot talk about my diet on national television. So, it's kind of like keto.
If you like blood, then you can have blood. That's all that matters.
I cannot discuss my diet on national television. My trainer says no.
Oh, you have a personal trainer. Who do you train under?
Dwayne Johnson.
Is that Christopher?
He's a very well-known physical trainer. He tells me not to talk about my diet or our training sessions. He's very secretive.
Of course, you can't go spelling Christopher secrets everywhere on television. I understand. Perhaps we could have a more personal conversation. Maybe you could introduce me to your trainer at some point. No pressure.
Doesn't really take on a corporeal form for me, so we shall see.
Okay. I think I laugh too much to be a host because I'm just like,
Oh,
So, Morningstar, what are your first impressions of these lovely contestants that we have gotten for you?
They appear very unfrightened, and I do not understand why. I feel like I am a very menacing person, but that hope bodes well for any future relationships we could have. They remain unfrightened of me.
Are you frightened, contestants?
no, should I be? You seem like a very friendly person, very, very bubbly personality.
How about when I do these?
Ah,
No, actually, I think that does something for me.
It
Oh,
makes me
really?
fizzy in all the right places.
Fizzy!
I do not drink carbonated beverages, but this is good to know.
You don't drink flavored sparkling water, then?
Never heard of water?
Mm.
I do
Oh,
drink
Go ahead.
some of my protein shakes.
I thought
Have
you
a
were
little
just
bit of
talking
fruit.
about
Fruit essence. Well, I'm not telling you what is the protein, am I?
you know.
You know. I like to drink them with a little bit of fruit essence.
Mm.
Dwayne says it's like a mango once coughed near them.
Like if you're wearing flavored chapstick and you drink some water. Yeah.
What? Well, I don't know what water.
Or beverage.
What?
You drink some beverage.
Yes.
What
Can I
color
just-
do you prefer your beverages? Just out of curiosity.
I am colorblind.
Can I just X card this entire game? Like, it's a line for me.
So they are all dark brown to
Oh,
me.
classic flavor brown.
Classic flavor brown.
I think we can move on to the round.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, just to remind everybody, the round table is where we all kind of talk the Morning Star gets to talk a little bit more to the contestants, and after a couple of minutes, I'll probably pull the Morning Star away.
Yeah, you
And,
set the scene, Morningstar.
Yep, Morning Star, where are we?
All right, contestants. How do you feel about matrimony?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Are we in a chapel?
Are we getting
Are we
married?
just still
Are
on
we
the
getting
stage?
married?
Is this like the date?
Yeah,
Right?
this
No,
is the
the
date.
round table.
Well, yeah, that's
Oh.
the date. That's the date.
Well, the first time, yeah.
Yeah.
first
Like when we
Uh,
went to the lava park?
All right. Okay. We are at.
time.
Are we at Dave and Buster's?
No. We are. Where are we? We are at the. Clearly, I know where we are. We are. Fuck. We are in an abandoned asylum.
Interesting choice. Morning Star.
And we are sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground.
Okay.
How do you feel about matrimony?
I mean, I do want to spend my, 613th year with somebody. It would be very nice.
And you?
I think for me it feels a little bit like a cage and I need to run free. I don't know that I could really be tied down.
Well, how do you feel if someone else has been matrimonied multiple times?
I would say that they're particular. Not everybody gets it right the first time.
Doesn't matter to me. I mean, I think everyone should be free to make their own choices.
Good answer, both contestants. Very good. Now tell me, if you were on a desert island, what would you bring if you could only bring one thing and you were mortals?
Oh, I would bring the classic ice cream flavor brown.
It was not, but good answer. All the ice creams are brown to me, so
What would I bring? I think I would bring a trophy, one of my many trophies, to remind me of my accomplishments when I'm feeling down and mortal.
well, you would all die very soon if you did not bring a water purification system. That's a good answer, contestants. I really appreciate both of them. Since you know I'm colorblind, would you describe to me your favorite color and how it makes you feel?
My favorite color is purple. It feels like feels like the chill of a winter evening.
Ooh,
But like you're standing in the doorway of your home, so you feel the warmth at your back, but the chill of the outside on your front. It's a very exhilarating color.
ooh, I love a little chill. What about you, Salty?
My favorite color is red. It reminds me of the stickiness of food and the blood of my enemies.
Very brutal, Salt. Very brutal answer. Very brutal, very chilly, but I like both of these qualities.
Can I give you a demon blood salt for talking about?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a conquest, the blood of your enemies and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it.
It's in the rules, but okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I think I'll pull Charlie the Morningstar away if he's finished to speak about his colorblindness because I really have some questions about it because I think that might be going colorblind. So
You are the host.
I'm the host.
As soon as the contestants are alone, I look over at you and I go, do you really have to mention all of your trophies?
Yes, I do. I have quite many of them. I have over 500 trophies, over 1,000 medals.
I don't think someone will care about all of the trophies. I think they care about love.
Isn't it the same thing? You love someone based on how much they can do?
No, you love someone based on how much you care about them.
Yeah, care about the things that they do and the things that they're winning.
No, that makes no sense at all.
It just seems like you aren't really cut out for this sort of competition, I guess.
No,
what's the point?
I really...
You're not going to win if you just want love.
I mean, love is very important in someone's life, just like every other emotion: spite, scorn, anger. Not winning things. What good does that make you feel?
I don't know. It feels pretty good to me. Makes me feel like the best.
You got a little blood there on your fur.
Oh, yes. I like to keep it there, for later, as a reminder and a warning. I'm a little, pokey.
Yeah, do you think someone's gonna be able to, get close to you if you're
You
pokey?
that is actually very difficult. It's something to work around. If I brush it out, it's not quite so bad. It's kind of like gently brushing a cactus. What about you? I know this isn't really your true form. Does that
no,
hinder
it's
you in any way?
not really. I imagine that it makes things easier because I can just be whatever my partner wants me to be.
Oh, you're so flexible then.
I really am, and I can actually be flexible if they want me to be like a gymnast or something. I could just find a body.
Well, I actually am an accomplished gymnast, so
Yeah, but you
why would you
actually
want
could
the fake
stab.
thing? You have the real thing.
Yeah, the real thing that could just stab you through the heart.
Some people like being stabbed through the heart, and if you've got 10 others, what's the big deal?
Do you think that the Morningstar has 10 hearts?
I don't think Monty De La Croix has a heart at all.
That is pretty
Some
attractive.
problem.
That's a really good quality to have in a
It's
partner.
incredibly good quality, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, who knows who he's gonna pick? We are both pretty good catches, to be honest.
I hate to admit it, but yes, you're right. I'd say we're both equally matched.
We are.
I am a little concerned about Monty's secretiveness, especially with the diet. Seems like there's something hidden behind this facade.
Well, I think all the best people have secrets, right?
I guess.
It sort of makes him a little bit more attractive.
It's true, there's more to find, more to discover.
Exactly.
It's a good perspective. I appreciate your insight, and I will destroy you in this competition.
Well, I like a good competition, and you are a worthy opponent.
Thank you.
and he's worth fighting over.
You see the teeth?
I love the teeth. Did you see the
Love the-
forehead?
Oh, the forehead. Don't even get me started.
Such a good forehead.
Enough.
I'm just fucking with Charlie.
Okay, her beautiful forehead. It's so beautiful. I love it.
The best forehead.
Okay. I think we're safe to move to the second date now.
Yeah.
So we cut back to the benches. I feel like Morningstar is sitting in the middle. And then contestant 1 and 2 on the sides. And yeah. So, contestant number 1. So you've had a little time with our good old friend Monty Delacroix. How was your date?
Oh, I thought it went quite wonderfully. Wouldn't you agree, Monty?
It was very interesting, yes.
Oh, where did you go?
I took him whitewater rafting, or I guess I should say white lava rafting, which is the hottest lava you can submerge yourself in. It was on the 3rd level of hell.
Interesting. Monty, have you ever gone lava rafting before?
No, I have not, but it was very, very hot, smoking, you could say. I feared for my life for the first time in my existence. But whatever gets the old take a thumping, you know what I mean?
You
So
really
you
just
do-
say
you-
think of thumping.
You do have a heart then. That's well, I mean, it's good to know now, I guess. But anyway, yeah,
I have
it
a
was-
ticker, not a heart.
It's an actual clock.
Here, yeah, feel. And he'll grab your hand and put it where his heart should be. You can feel a little clock.
just tick, 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 tick. Oh, I see. That's oddly soothing.
It goes a lot faster near lava for some reason.
Well, everyone knows that time moves differently around lava. It was good. We did have a couple of snags. Our raft snagged
Oh.
and deflated.
Oh,
Luckily, I can turn into a bat, and we flew away.
Yes, it was very exciting.
you can carry.
I can carry anything.
How large of
Surprisingly
a bat
strong.
was he? Large bat?
Well, from what I saw, just as the biggest bat I've ever seen. As big as a
Interesting.
world, I would say.
Interesting.
I'm trying to slim down. That's why I have a personal trainer.
Okay. Contestant number 2.
Yes.
Where did you take our lovely Monty?
I took Monty to this wonderful little small establishment called the Slab and Grab, where you go and can feel dead bodies on the slabs in the mortuary.
Damn it, that's such a good place to go.
I love that place.
I know it's a little underground place, but it's very popular.
Very fun. Waiting list for ages.
Ages, I know. I had been on it before I even knew I was going to be on the show. I thought it'd be the perfect place for Monty. I mean, he seems like a man of great taste.
And Monty,
I'm a very tactile person. I like to touch things.
you can't see them very well, so touch is probably better for you.
I can see things fine. I just cannot see them in color.
I mean, the smell must have been awful, though.
Oh no, they're perfectly preserved. It's very cold in there, as mortuaries are.
And I brought my thing of potpourri that my friend Renfield made me.
Why is Monty Delacour Dracula? I'm so confused.
He was always supposed to be a vampire.
God damn it.
She's just playing him true to character.
We did run into a couple of grave robbers, though, or body robbers. And I think they thought that Monty was deader than he is and tried to steal him.
Oh no.
Like him himself, or tried to rob him?
Tried to take him. He was standing there and they just tried to snatch him.
Monty,
I have
how did
teeth.
that make you feel?
So, not worried at all. I have teeth for a reason.
And a personal trainer, who undoubtedly has given you self-defense lessons.
It was very bloody. I don't know
Oh,
if
I'm a clean eater. What are you talking about?
I learned what his diet is.
That was a snack. That's not my diet.
I learned what his cheat meal is.
We're telling Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Please do not. Dwayne, if you're watching, just ignore. Go back to Disney Channel.
I missed it because my one earbud that works went out of my ear.
Oh, God.
So Monty,
Yes.
how were the bodies? I've always wanted to go there, but I'm still on the list.
Stale.
That's disappointing.
But a fun sight.
He
Just
did,
can't account for taste.
he did touch a lot of them, though.
Gotta touch something.
God damn it. Oh, God.
I guess we'll go back to the fucking abandoned silence. You can make a decision, Monty.
I have to ask, are there ghosts in here?
I don't know.
Yes,
Maybe.
they're the spooky boys.
Yeah,
say
so
two-
we get to
We
talk.
see two mortals.
Yeah, you guys. So after the decision is, so everyone's been on the second date. We go to the area and let them talk with one another for a few minutes. Kind of talk about your second dates. The two contestants, the Morning Star, is with me, and you guys talk about the second dates, how you think they went, and kind of start talking about who you think Monty will choose.
Well, clearly he's going to pick me. I took him to the most exclusive underground establishment in the Nine Hells.
It's unbearable to me, but yes, I think you're right, actually. I think you may have won this round.
Though,
You did a very good job.
to be fair, I have to say, if he does pick you, Art, I won't be mad. I won't be mad. I will be
Somehow
spiteful, though. But, I mean, it's been a good competition.
It has been, and I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm totally fine.
It's not like you wanted love or anything, right?
No, of course not. Who wants love?
Exactly. You just wanted to win.
I just wanted to win. That's all. And it's okay if I don't win, because you don't win every time, but you learn from your losses. And this time, maybe not something quite so dangerous as white lava rafting. Maybe something a little more fun, like pottery.
Oh, you could have took him to the Chug and Tug.
Oh, yes. I've heard a lot of things about the Chug and Tug, though honestly my artistic skills aren't that great. It's something I'm still working on. But I suppose it could be fun. You could recreate the scene from Ghost.
Exactly. Not my favorite movie, but there are actual ghosts of the Chug and Tug that could help you.
But I really do think you have this one in the bag, friend.
Well,
and it's been an honor competing with you.
Well, we don't know yet, but we shall see.
I want to say that Monty LaCroix enters the room with the host riding on his back as a bat.
I'm okay with that.
Great. So we arrive, and the Morningstar asks both contestants why should you pick them over the other one.
Ask us.
Ask you.
My friends, why should I choose you to be with for eternity? Or 3 weeks, if to go by the Kardashian way of eternity. To be with me.
Well, I did take you somewhere I had a reservation for a very long time. And also, I just think that, for 3 weeks, I can sort of be like a mango cough near you. And then I can move on.
Well, I think I've already displayed that 3 weeks or an eternity or whichever you like would be exhilarating. It would get your ticker thumping, as you said. It would never be boring. We would do so many things. We would see all of the realms.
Monty, have you made your decision?
I have. And I hate to do this to you all,
Oh my god.
but my heart belongs to Mina forever. But I have open availability in my harem of brides, so if you would like to come live in my castle, you are both more than welcome.
Art throws a chair.
Utter chaos.
Salt looks at Art and is like, do you want to go get a drink? This
Yes,
is stupid.
I do, actually. Would you like to go to the Chug and Tug?
Let's go to the fucking Chug and Tug.
I would love that. Have fun with your light, Monty de la Croix. What kind
I
of name
hope
is
your
that?
ticker runs out.
I just replaced the battery. They're like $10 a piece, but they're really fine.
Mina doesn't even like you, by the way.
She does. You
That's
do not
not what
know.
I heard.
I put my head in my hands and go, this has been 13 Demons, Hell's favorite dating show.
So good.
God. I love Monty de la Croix.
I hate Monty Delacroix.
I adore
Love
Monty
him.
de la Croix so much.
I hate that I ran Matthias off, but I never got to play the character I created. So
You ran Matthias off. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for playing. That was so much
so
good.
fun.
Yeah, we can go around and say where we can find you and how you felt about the game and all that good stuff. Dingo?
I'm Dingo. You can find me on Twitter at Where's My Dingus. where I'm starting to talk about Voldo a lot. So sorry
Oh dear
about
God! Don't follow her. Don't find her.
that. No, do do
Follow.
because that's where you'll see all the things that I do. I usually repost all the things I do on there, and let's see what's my most recent things I'm up to. Oh, today, the most recent episode of Off the Tables podcast, Table of Hearts, that includes Katie and I, came out today. You can find that on Off the Tables Twitter or my Twitter. I retweeted it.
Or
And-
off-thetable.com.
Yes. And I will be on twitch.tv/off_the-table Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. Doing D&D, Burning Wheel, and Lady Blackbird.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna be on Lady Blackbird, Tinko? Are you gonna make it?
Yes! God, I'm going to make it this time. I'm sorry. I will finally be there.
Charlie.
I'm Charlie. I'm at Diet Cream Soda on Twitter. I don't play the games regularly, but I tweet a lot. And you'll never see my full face on stream, so have fun with that. I had a lot of fun playing this game. I want to play it again with you fine folks.
Salsa.
Salsa. You can find me on Twitter at Salsa Goblin. This is super fun. I don't come on streams that often, but when I do, it's always have fun. Actually, I think the next time you'll see this face is on the 21st. Because we're having our home game. The Presh Fuckos are having a battle royale.
A battle royale. We're taking Salsa's character's hand, whether she likes it or not.
No, please come and say, leave Felix's hands alone. Thank you.
Donate so we can take Felix's hand.
No, please donate to me so they will not take my hand. Thank you. But I just tweet about D&D. I work nights, so I usually don't tweet until like late anyway. So super fun.
I'm Katie. This is my channel. I do streams on my channel usually on the weekends. It's when I don't have any streams going on usually. I will be on Off the Table all week next week. On Tuesday during the day, I will be on the Greyhawk channel, but then Thursday with Dingo, I will be on Scraticus's channel playing Monster Hearts. And I believe on Saturday night I'll be on Mort's Magical Wares playing Dungeon World. And then that day I'll be on Power Score RPG playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So yeah, I have a lot going on. I'll be very tired next week because I'm doing so much. Come see me and Dingo tomorrow playing D&D, Tales from Thircia. We got out of a weird mine dungeon last time we played, and now we have to... Hopefully we have a beach session. I doubt it.
God, I hope
Yeah,
so. But
I
maybe
hope.
we'll go get to see my girlfriend, and I won't need any more amulets, and everything will be fine and
Please
dandy.
stop eating stuff.
Bore everything, Dingo.
Please don't
Don't let
bore
her.
anything.
Don't let her limit you.
You be yourself.
We act like I didn't tell her to do it, but...
I literally asked her, and she was like, "You do you. Go ahead.
Feedback,
I love
Miss
it."
Burnsides, do it. I regretted everything. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm gonna put the Kickstarter link in chat. Back this. It is such a fun game, and I think it's like 12 days left. And it is, I think it's like maybe $400 away. It is very nearly close to it. And it's great. It has 2 giveaways going. If you can retweet a tweet, and if you are one of the backers before it is fully backed, you have a chance to win a very exclusive hard copy. It's a great game. It's very fun, and back it if you can, because it's going to be great when it's completely finished. So, thank you all for hanging out, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.